Okay, so can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can see you on the beach.
How you are able to talk? Can I mute it all?
There you go. I can see that.
Okay, so you can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, then we are good to go, right? Okay. Okay, so guys, thanks for joining this webinar. This kind of just for the new guys who are new to options trading. So wanted to give a overview and how the options works, and that's why I put this flyer. So intro to options in stock market, understanding call option and put option. Because a lot of you asked and still struggling to get this one. Understanding what is long and short, and understanding delta and theta, which is very important in the options. Then understanding expiration, so how the expiration plays a major role. Then little bit about how to buy a call, how to buy a put, and understanding covered call, how you can take advantage of, like if you are still holding some stocks. Understanding selling naked puts, I'll also tell you that how it is helpful. Then some debit spreads, how to take some spreads. Okay. So these are some of the topics we'll try to cover most of them. So you can
RK,
ask. Yes.
RK, your
Voice is
audio is
breaking.
on and off. So just wanted
My
to let.
voice is on and off.
Yeah.
1 minute. Okay, I'm taking the video of mine so that I think it will be good. How to take my video off? Stop video. Okay. Okay, so far this slide is about the overview. So next slide I'll cover. So basically, if you most of you are trading stocks. So when you trade stocks, and you know there is something called stock price and the stock symbol. So most of the NY and stocks are like kind of 4 letters, 4 stickers, up to 4 tickers nowadays they are trading. So 1 to 4 tickers. And you can see if you go to the Yahoo Finance, so this is the things you have to basically check in the first view, like what is the price and what it opened, what is the bid means sell, ask means buy, then what is the market cap of this one, then what is the days range, 52-week range, what is the volume, this is also important, what is average volume, what is the beta. If you are options trading, beta makes a good sense, so you should know what is your beta, and that helps. Earnings date, you have to know about this one. Then maybe target by analyst, you should know that. So you know about this one. If you don't know, you just have to go. This is the stock basics. So either you can go to Yahoo Finance or any of your trading platform, you should see this. Okay. But when you trade stocks, you spend a lot of money, but we are here to learn about what is options, right? So if I'll go to the next slide. So which is about options. Okay. Options basics. So what is an option? Okay. So a stock option is a contract between two parties in which the stock option, that is the buyer or the holder, purchases the right but not the obligation to buy or sell 100 shares of an underlying stock at a predetermined price from or to the option seller or writer within a fixed period of time. So this is really complex to understand, right? So let me tell you some example. Okay. Suppose you want to buy a house, okay, in a kind of a busy city, suppose Bay Area, okay. So that house is $1 million, okay. And suppose in San Jose you want to buy a house and that is $1 million, and you are expecting some money, and within 2 months or 3 months, and you like that house and you want to buy that house, then you went to the seller. say that I want to buy this house, but I don't have the money right now, but I can pay you some, and can you hold for 3 months this price? So you agreed like $1 million he is going to sell you, but you are telling I'll give you $10,000 to hold this house. And suppose this is October, so October, November, December. By December, you will get the $1 million and take the house. Okay, so you signed a contract with the homeowner, like providing $10,000 as a rights. So you got the right to buy the house at $1 million. So you paid 10,000, and you are going to get that 1 million within the 3 months, right? So that you can get the house. If you don't get that 10,000, like 1 million in 3 months, then what the house owner is going to do? That he is going to means he is going to cancel the contract, and your contract is over. And if contract is over, if you cannot make the like kind of take the advantage of that 3 months, then your 10,000 rights is gone. That means you lost $10,000. Okay, so that's the example of a like kind of right and buyer. So now when you bought the right, like you paid $10,000 and you are holding a $1 million in your right. That means at any moment of time, you can sell that house at $1 million. So, but the house owner who is selling, so he is the writer here. So if he's a seller, he's the writer. So he doesn't have any option. He has the obligation. He has the obligation to sell you the house, but you have the right, not the obligation. So you are both parties. So buyer is the holder or the right to buy. The seller has the obligation, or he has the obligation to sell you the house at the specific uh, means defined price, that is strike price. Okay, and fixed period of time. So that is your 3 months time. So buyer sells. So if you understand this one again, so not the obligation to buy or sell 100 shares of underlying stock at a predetermined price. In that case, home is 1 million to the option seller writer within a fixed period of time. Okay, that means 3 months period of time. So that is the kind of little bit basics. Like that means you are controlling 100 shares, 100 shares with a little bit of money. Okay, then there are two types of options you have. One is call options and one is put options. So puts and calls. Call options confers the buyer the right to buy the underlying stock, while the put options give him the rights to sell them. I'll show you in the example there, little bit basics, just go through the theory. Okay. So call option basically is the buyer right to buy the underlying stock at a particular price or agreed upon price. Put option is right to sell the same stock at a agreed price. Okay. So we'll see how does that work in few slides. Okay. Then the strike price is the price at which the underlying asset is to be bought. Okay. So in the in the options market, strike price also plays a major role. I'll come to that point little bit later. How the strike price looks and how do they define the strike prices. Okay. So strike price is like kind of, okay, you want the stock to be go at a certain level, like kind of like suppose Apple is trading at 114, then there will be a strike price is 115, 120, 130. So you bet something like kind of you expect that. So that kind of strike. So basically strike price is the price at which the underlying asset is to be bought. So the strike price is defined by the options, basically OIC, whoever controls the options, they define the strike prices for the particular stock. Okay, so we'll see the how the strike price looks like and for each stock. Then premium. So whenever you buy any call option or put options, you pay some money. Okay, and that money is known as premium. So in exchange, when you buy the option, you pay some price, and that price for a particular strike price, there is a price you pay that price, and that price is known as option premium. We'll see that one. Then there is expiration date. For each options, you have expiration, and default expiration is every Friday. Every third Friday of the month. So every third Friday of the month, your monthly expiration. That means options expires every third Friday of the month. So what happens in the expiration? If you didn't make the money, then your options expires. That means you lost whatever you paid the premium, they are lost. Okay. Options are wasting assets. So we'll see that one. So I'll take the questions after the whole slide. So let me cover that what I spoke about. Okay. So if you see this next slide here, let me know if you are not able to view it properly. So in this, you see this is Microsoft. In the Microsoft, you see whenever you see the open the options for this one, so you see the options like call and put. This side call, this side put. So, and this the middle one is known as strikes. So Microsoft is trading at 207.82, and your strike prices you can see here like 205, 210, every $5 there are strike prices 210, 215, 220, 225, 230, 235, something like that. Okay. So the strike prices we are talking about, these are the strike prices. Now this is the expiration dates. So September 25, October 02, October 9, October 20, October 30. So this is I have taken the example here December 20. So if the December 20, how many days left? 84 days left. So if you buy 210 strike, so this is the premium. If you see mark and ask, this is the premium. So there are multiple things are here, right? So one is strike price, which is two. This is the strike price. This is call side, and this is the put side. Okay, what is call and what is put? So when the stock goes up, we buy call, and when the stock goes down, we buy put. So that is as simple as that one. If you are expecting Microsoft to go up, like suppose it is trading at 207, and you are expecting, okay, Microsoft in 84 days by December, it is going to 215. It is going to 215. So what do? You buy this call 215. So now you buy this call at 1135. Now Microsoft is trading at 235 by December, but you got the call at 215. So what does that give you? That gives you the right to buy this stock at 215. So that means you can exercise this option to buy the stock at 215, and you can put in your account. So if you want to, if you bought one contract controls 100 shares. One contract. So this is when you buy this is one contract. So one contract controls 100 shares. So if you bought this one contract of 215, that is 100 into 215, 21,500, you are going to pay for this stock, but stock is trading at 235. So you already made the money, but that gives you the right to buy the stock at 215 at agreed upon the price. That is what it was telling. So you got the right to buy at this price. Okay. But are you going to do that? There are different ways we trade this one, but this is the concept that if you bought the 215 strike and stock is trading at 215 or higher, you have the right, you can buy the stock at this price. But there are other ways we define. The same thing is put side. If you sell, if you buy a put here and stock is trading below this, that means suppose you bought a put of this is $9, 945. So you paid 945 because each contract is 100. So 1 into 945, 945, and you bought this put. Now stock is trading as 190 or 180, but still you can uh, sell someone at this 195 and you make the money because stock is trading below this price. Okay. So when you assign the put, that will be short, like kind of you are putting like, shorting. We'll come to that point. Okay. So that's the difference between call and put. So call basically whenever stock you're expecting goes up, put whenever you're expecting stock to go down. So if I'm expecting stock to go up, I'll go buy call. If I'm expecting a downturn and like down, like kind of market down things, then I'll consider buying a put. Then expiration, as I said that every month has expiration. You can see November, December, January, February, every month. So if you, it depends on which month you want to buy. I'll show you in the real time real trading platform what are the options, how the option prices varies based on the expiration dates. But this is the expiration dates. Okay. And And there is another one, I'll come to that point, that is called, delta, and that is called theta. So this is what I'm going to cover a little bit. So let me go to that point. So delta in the options, delta plays a major role. Okay. So what is the delta? The options delta is the rate of change of the price of the option with respect to its underlying securities price. The delta of an option ranges in value from 0 to 1. So your delta varies from 0 to 1. So if in the previous example, I'll show you and reflect the increase or decrease in the price of option in response to a 1 point movement of the underlying asset price. So example, a call option with delta of 0.7 will increase by 70 cents when the stock move 1 point. Is that clear? If the Microsoft moves 1 point, if you bought a option with a delta 70, so if Microsoft moves 1 point, your option, like suppose to, okay, let me show you here. So here, if you see here, delta is 70, right? So 70, I paid $25, 2,500 for this exact 190 strike. For delta is 70, so I paid how much? 2,500. So Microsoft moves $1. How much this one moves? 70 cent. 72 cent basically. So 25 plus 72, how much the price becomes? 25 plus 72, 25.85. Okay. Suppose Microsoft moves $10. So 10 into 7, $7. So this becomes $32. Okay. But depends on how much. So basically $1.70. So it becomes with the delta. So delta refers to your move, like how much the stock is moving. Okay, for every dollar. So that's what it's telling. If dollar is 660.6, then each point the stock moves, that much delta will move for the options. So if the option value bought at $5 with delta 0.7, then when the stock moves 1 point, then the option price will jump to 5.7. So you can sell this option to get 70-cent profits right away. Okay. Suppose you have 5 contracts, then you get 350. Okay, on this one. The other major factor on this one is theta. So theta is the kind of a killer. So options theta is a measurement of the options time decay. So theta measures the rate at which options lose their value. Delta helps you gain your value, but the theta helps you, like on theta tells you how you can lose your value, like how much you lose if you buy a particular option. Okay. So a call option with a current price of $2 and a theta of minus 0.05 will experience a drop in 0.05 per day. Okay. So in 2 days time, the price of the option should fall to 1.90. Okay. So if you see here, if the December, if you see the theta here, so at the same time, the 25 one, so it is 70 delta you put, right? So this 7 cent. So that means every day you will lose 7 cent on this one. If Microsoft doesn't move, you are going to lose this much every day, 7 cent every day. Okay. For the recent ones, you will lose more. Okay. So that's the theta. So delta helps you how much you can make profit. Theta tells you how much you are going to lose for the options prices. Okay. And those are the already calculated, and it is done by the OIC, options clearing house basically. So you don't have you don't have the you don't have to calculate by on your own. See, automatically reflected here. It reflects here. So let me go to the platform to show you a little bit. Mhm. Okay, because we are discussing about this one. Okay. So this is the real time right now. So if you can see here, so Microsoft is trading at 207.26. And if you want the October expiration, this is a 17 days expiration left. Okay. And if you see the colors, these colors means is the in the money, because 207 is more than 205. For the call options, like as I said you, when the stock goes up, so you buy the call option. So 205 is less than the current price. So that's why This is in the money. Okay. And for the put option, this is just a reverse. Okay. Anything above this 207 are in the money. Okay. So that is different discussion, but just for clarification. And if you see here, they have a different strike prices here. So 205, 207.5, 210, 212, 215. Okay. So now suppose you want to you are expecting Microsoft will go to 210 in another 17 days. So you buy this 210. So 210 if you are going to buy, so that you are going to pay how much? 4.2. 4.2 is 4.2 into 100, 420 you are going to pay. Okay. So if you buy 10 contracts on this one, you are going to pay 4,200. Okay. Now Microsoft moves. So what is the delta for this? 44. Okay. Delta for this is 44. So now if Microsoft moves $2, sorry, 210. So 210 is how much? 210 minus 207.26. It's $2 some 80 cents, 75 cent, right? So $2, suppose $3. So $3. See, if Microsoft moves $3 by by the time it reaches 210, so 0.45 into 3, how much? 1.35. In each contract you get 1.35. If you have a 10 contracts, you are going to get how much? 1300 something. So if Microsoft moves $3 and you by the time you bought by these 17 days, so you made 1350 on these positions. How much you spent? 4200. That is 10 contract, but one contract you made $135. Okay. So that's the way you have to calculate this one. But if you see here, because its expiration is very low, very nearer 17 days, you lose every day 17 cents. Sorry, 15 cents, 15 point, that is 16 cent every day. If Microsoft doesn't move and it keeps giving you problem, so it does that. So if you go like today, what was moving? Actually moving was NVDA. So if you see NVDA was moving a lot, right? See, if you buy NVIDIA is 530 right now, you are expecting NVIDIA in 17 days going to 550 or 540, you can buy 540. What is the delta for this? 43. Okay, how much you are paying? 1725. Why it is so pricey than Microsoft? Because this is very volatile stock. Okay, it moves around $7, $8, $10, $15 a day. So that's why these options you will see that's very pricey. Also, the price of the stock is very high, 529. Microsoft has 200 range, right? So you'll see different option prices for different stocks, and that is defined by the options clearing house. So you don't have any control on that one. So if you are going to buy this one 540, you are going to pay $1,725 for one contract. Now let's example, if the Nvidia tomorrow or day after tomorrow moves $10, just example, so $10, 10 into 46, round figure 0.5. So you made $500 on this one contract. So you paid $2,000, and within 2 hours, 3 hours, maybe like at the open, you can make $500 tomorrow. If suppose I buy 1940 right now, and tomorrow Nvidia opens and it goes $10 above, $10 up, I made this point. But it is the also the true at the same time, if Nvidia goes down, I started losing the money. Okay, how much I lose the money for each? Basically every day it is 0.64, but also I lose the money based on the delta. Okay, so it will be calculated by how much it will go down. It will automatically show in your account. Okay, but how much you make, that you can roughly calculate here. Okay, so that is the like call options, you can do it. Now suppose you are seeing uh which one is going down today? I don't know, NKL. Okay, suppose NKLA, good name nowadays going on NKLA, right? So it is going down. So if you are thinking it is going down, so right now it is $18, 17.9. Now it is going down. So you buy a 17 strike put, okay? Or maybe 17 point strike put, you are a little bit paying, or you are going to buy maybe little inner. You can buy any contract options here, any strike price here. There is no restriction for you. Okay, I'm just showing you outside, but you can also buy the in the money options. Okay. Suppose I buy here, it is 49 is the delta. So 4.2. So if I buy 4.2 now, NKLA goes down $3. So I made 1.5 on each contract. Okay. So 150. So how much you are paying? 430. I'm making 150 on this one. 430 and 150. So that is the beauty of options, because you don't have to buy these 100 stocks, that is 1800 and just make $200. Rather you are making more than that one. Okay. So that is the real time you can see. So if you want to know like how to get the options, if you open a if you go to E-Trade or any other things, you just put the ticker number and come to options. You just put the option, click the options here, it will automatically pull up. And by the way, this is E-Trade account, sorry, this is E-Trade account. And E-Trade is much easier for me because everything comes up nicely. Also closing, trading, everything is easier here. Okay. Understanding and everything is basically easier here. That's why I use options, sorry, E-Trade platform. Okay. So let me go to the slide again. So this is a little bit about whatever I showed you. So basically call options, put options, then delta and theta. Now little bit comparison, ROI comparison. Why you have to trade options then stock. So now let's say the example today I was calculating. So if you buy 100 Apple, right now it is trading as 114. Okay, how much you paid for 100 shares? 100 into 114 is 11,400 you pay. Now, if Apple moves 5 points upside, that is 119. So when you sell it, how much you make the profit? $500. So you spend 11,400 and you are making 500 on a 5 point move. Okay. So ROI is how much? 500 divided by this one is your 4.38, maybe 4.4%. Okay. Now come to the trading option. The same thing, I'm going to buy 114 call. Instead of buying shares, I'm buying call, that is at 4.5. So how much I am paying here? One contract 4.5, one contract controls 100, so that is 450. So I'm paying 450, and this strike delta is at zero point 0.6. As I said, options depends on the delta. Okay, so if your delta is higher, you are going to make higher, quicker money. If your delta is lower, you'll make lesser money. It will take little more time for stock to move fast, move much. So we recommend to buy a little more delta all the time. Okay. Then when Apple moved 5 points in this case, so how much your delta moved? 5 into 0.6, $3. So that means this option value becomes how much? 7.5. 4.5 delta moves zero point 0.6, like 5 points. 5 into 0.6, $3. So 7.5. So when you sell this one, so how much you're selling? 750. So 750 minus 450, is 300. So what is your ROI on this one? 66.7%. So which one I like? 11,400, 4%. But if 450, you are making 66.7%, like 67%. Okay. In some scenarios, you can make more. Okay. So if you have like if 11,400 here, but if you just buy 10 contracts on this one, 10 contracts instead of one contract, buy 10 contracts, how much you pay? 4,500. How much you make? How much you make? 10 into 300, $3,000. So compare is 500 and 3,000. Okay. So which one? Basically, ROI, either you understand ROI or either you understand the like kind of dollar value. Okay. Here I have exactly not dollar value replaced. I just replaced the ROI. So that's the reason a lot of people use these options, because they can use little money to make more money. Okay. But you have to trade it. You have to know what to trade, when to trade. All these stuffs are there. Okay. We'll see that. But this is the basically your comparison. If you are comparing as if you are at trading stocks, like you have 100,000, 200,000 sitting on your account, you're just trading stocks, you may be making 4%, 5%, but you are not making most out of it. Okay. That is also more into this one. So let me Anyone is waiting for this? Okay, good. Now the other part is long and short. Okay. Everybody clear about long and short? Okay. So whenever a stock moves upside and you buy here, so when you buy, that is called long. Because I heard a lot of people has that kind of doubt. Okay. So whenever you buy this one and you are expecting it will go up, so you buy here 105 and Apple you are expecting to go to 135. So this is long. So you are long here. But if you saw Apple is dropping, okay, and you short here, that means short selling. Sometimes you know short selling. So you short here. That means so you make the money when the market is going up, like Apple is going up, and you make the money when the goes down. Like you short sell here, that is 130, and you buy back at 105. So when you sell, you buy. When you buy, you sell. So that's the separate. So whenever you buy, that means you open the position by long. So 105. And you have to sell it. As long as you didn't sell it, your position is not clear. That means you have not completed the transaction. You are still open. So you bought 105, you are still holding, and you sell it at 135, your transaction is complete. So buy and sell, that the transaction is complete, you realized your profit. And when the stock is going down, that is called short. You can do this one, and if you are right, if you are doing the right analysis, you can short right here. Okay. And if you did the sorting here, so maybe 125, then you can see here 105 you have to buy, so $20 move here. So you made $20 profit on this one, okay, by shorting. Now again it is going buying, so you may be buying here somewhere. Okay, if you buy again 112, you are again long, and you are expecting it is going up towards this point, maybe 130, 135 on like kind of, it's a kind of a long time move. And wherever stop, so if you buy here, your stop should be here, right here, 105. So 100, so 7 point stop. Okay, if you can take 2 point stop, but I'll not recommend that. But if you are kind of real time you are doing, I think it went up today, but so it was a little bit down today. But if you want to, so 105 should be your stop point. So if it is falls below to this one, you should get out and just wait for the another entry, or don't short it. But right now, if some people did it 112, they already made money on the 116 or 17. Again, it was down a little bit today. I have to check that. So it was, I think, 114 today. So already it's up. Okay. So if somebody got it here, they are already up 2 points or 3 points. Okay. So that's the way. So it is long and this is short. Okay. Just little bit clarifying your doubts. Now let me show you how you can buy an option. So it's very easy. If you go to the eTrade platform and you say, I want to buy this, not Nicola, I'm going to Apple. Maybe I want this January 21 stock. That is 108 days. I want little more time. So that's why I'm going to buy this 108. Okay. So, but you can buy in the actually trading hours. You can just, right now it will be in the queue if I post anyhow. Okay. So I go here 10.5. So I select this one. So this one opens up. Okay. So when this opens up, what happens? So how much you are paying here? 10.5 or 10.45. Okay. And you can say preview. So you can easy. So like buy one January 21, 115 strike. This one 10.45 day order. Okay. So if you don't know about this one, you might, I have another video on this one. I'm going to share, but this is the simple way. Just say preview and it's going to say, okay, so 1035 and just send it. This is queued. Okay. So now you can see in the order side, and this Apple is queued. Okay. And here are some of the options we are bought today. And by the way, this is not my account. Okay, so this is one of my relatives' account. So I am managing it. That's why I'm showing it. So that's how you buy a call. If you want to buy a put, this is different way, right? Same thing. You can go to a different strike. Just click. Just take this one. See tick mark. It will open up. If you untick, it will take it off. Okay. So now I want this one. Make sure nothing is selected. So you can go here. And it's easy. So just select which strike you want. If you are expecting Apple will go down, then you buy like 110. So I'm going to pay, or I want little, I have little more money. I can buy in the money option so that I can get out faster, 47. But as I said, I can get something zero point 0.7. If I'm going to buy 0.7, how much I'm paying? $20, 2000. That is little bit higher, but I'm just showing you how to buy it. Anyway, I'm not buying it. So 9.9. So debit, I'm spending this one. Nowadays they're charging only 35 cents and I just send it. Even if I send it, where it is going? It's going to get ordered. So now I can see in the order and this order is queued. If I'm going to buy it, even if it buy it, I don't mind. But this one I don't want to buy it, this put. So if I want to modify it, I can modify, I can cancel. So I'm going to cancel this one. Even I'm going to cancel this one. Okay. So that's how you buy and it's very easy. But you should have an account and you should have funded already. So it's easy to buy. So when you open in the right platform, you can do this, right? So that is what I showed you. So buy one, this one, 210, and that is the price and this simple stuff, right? Same thing, expiration, strike, call, and how much you're paying. And this is the bid price, ask price, middle price. This is the bargaining price. Previously, what you used to do, we'll see bid price, we'll see ask price. So I used to calculate like bid minus ask divided by 3 into something. Okay, so we average it, and after that I was putting my order. But nowadays, this iterated platform, they have already a middle, that means it's a bargaining price. Okay, you just have to select what price you want to chase. So that's why I love it. Means kind of iterated platform. And this is about buying a put. Come on, is it the same? No. Okay, I think my screenshot got changed. Okay, this is supposed to be a put, but I think I didn't change. Okay, next one is kind of trading platform. So which trading platform you would use? Like kind of E-Trade is the number one for me. Okay, maybe for someone different, but because they have a lot of features. Okay, to if you want to trade options, you have to get into E-Trade. Okay, because that's the it's not like buying an option, it's like managing your options, like closing, like modifying, like adding, like you want to add more options, like you want to roll a option, you want to do create a debit spread, create a credit spread, all this stuff. So you can actually use this platform very easily. Squab also the same thing, you can do it. Thinkorswim also has the same option, but I'm not comfortable here, but a lot of people are comfortable on this one, so I don't mind if you have an account. Robinhood, I never used it. I heard little bit. I have seen people's kind of platform. It looks okay, and also there is a Tastyworks. Okay, I have an account, but I'm not trading here. So I have traded in all these 4 accounts except this one, but I'm trading only on this one and sometimes this one. I'm not comfortable on these two. These are for backup. If sometime these guys will not work, I'll go and trade in this platform. Okay, but I'm not. Okay, that's what I'm telling. So E-Trade. Okay, and there is other one I wanted to on the topic, right? Hold on. Oh, buy call, buy put. Okay. So understanding covered call. Okay. That's a good part. Okay. So how many of you hold a lot of shares in your account, like 100 shares, 500 shares, 600 shares, something like that? So if you hold like that, okay, uh, let me tell you, here is a Tesla shares. Okay. If this person is holding 300 Tesla, right? How How much he paid already? 291. How much it is trading? 419. How much he already made? 38,300. 43%. This guy is wasting money. Okay. How it is wasting money? Because he can do the covered call. So I'm talking about covered call. How do you do the covered call? That means if you hold 300, 200, 500 like that, what you can do is 300. So now Tesla, the way Tesla is moving, so we can go to trading options and go to Tesla. Tesla is trading 419, right? So now he can sell call options against it. Okay. So 419 is the current price. So if Tesla is not going to 500 by these 17 days, is expecting, then what he can do? Okay, let's suppose, I don't know, this price is not coming. Okay, so let's all. Too much scrolling. If I do all, there's like a lot of strikes. Oh my God. Okay, look at here 500, right? So he can sell, he's holding 300. So as you know, each one controls 100. So that means he can sell 3 calls against this. So if Tesla cannot touch 500 in 17 days, okay, so he can sell this 500 for 7.35, 7.15 mostly, 7 point, suppose $700. So he collects $2,100 by selling this. So when he sold this against this 500, so he's obligated now. Okay. But he's requesting, he's collecting $700 for each contract he's selling. So he has 300 shares. So he can, like, within 17 days, he can collect 2,100. But what is the condition? Just note down this one. I don't have any kind of
Hey,
chart to
Robbie,
show. Yes.
can you do them? Explain me again how that is 2100. Just do the math. if you have.
700 into 3. Mhm.
Why 700 again? Mark.
Because one contract is 100, right?
Oh,
So
you're
one,
doing approximate is $7. Okay.
yeah, 7.2, maybe 2160.
Okay, so you're saying 7 into 100. Okay, 700.
Each option controls 100. So every
Right,
time
right.
you see the
So this
premium,
7 is not of 100. It is for every one option. It's not for the entire 100. This number.
no, it's just the premium. Okay.
Okay. No, premium for all 100 or premium for one within that? Because contracts
No,
you told
okay.
are always sold in hundreds, right?
Yes, contract always you have to multiply 100. So whatever price you see, you
Yes.
multiply 100.
Oh, I multiply 100. That's why I was asking. Okay.
So if it is $7.177, that means you are paying 700. Similarly,
Yes.
when you're selling, that is short selling. I'm selling it. I'm not buying it. I'm selling it here. Okay. If I'm selling, I have to see the selling price, but it's a mark price. It's a fixed price. So
So he
700.
collects 2100. Got it.
He collects 2100. But the condition is Tesla should remain 8 or
500.
below 500.
Yes, agreed.
Okay. So Tesla should remain below 500. What happens? So if it stays below 500 or at 500, he's going to collect 2100 into his account. And you think so monthly 2100 for this guy. Okay. Now, what happens if the Tesla goes above 500 on the expiration in 17 days? Okay. What
Then all
happens?
the
Like,
does he has to kind of
okay, let me
sell
explain.
his,
Yeah,
isn't
it's a
it?
little wait. Okay, I'll explain. Okay.
Okay.
So what happens to the 500? So what happens? It goes 500. So that means somebody can exercise this option if it is trading as 510 or 520. So this guy, if he doesn't take the action like close this option for a loss or roll it, he is going to give his shares to other person at 500. Okay. So that means his shares is right now 419, and he is going to, they are going to take his shares from his account, who broker or whoever is doing the exercise, they are going to take the shares from his account at $500. So 500, and he of course made the money on this one because 419 and 80. So total, whatever the price, like $80 into 300, 24,000, I think, right? 18 to 300. Yes. So 24,000 he made plus 2,100. So 26,000 he collected. But only problem is he lost all Tesla shares at this case. Okay. The other option is I can tell you, but it might confuse you. But the other option is he can buy back this call by paying a price and sell some higher strikes like 540. Okay. And he may again collect some premiums and enjoy the benefits. So similarly, if you have some stocks like this lying in your account, you can start doing covered calls and generate some money into your account. Okay. So you may have Apple, like kind of this guy has some Apple shares. Okay. If you see Apple, I think he has 200 Apples. Okay. He has some Nike shares now, but he's not doing any covered calls. Okay. 100 Nike. He's already in a profit. He can do all this stuff here. Okay. And but he is not doing it. Okay. So somebody has to do for him. Okay. So I don't know. So that's the covered call. Covered call is basically you sell calls against your shares. Like I'm selling call against my Tesla shares 300. Is that clear? So that is the covered call. So if you want to more information, you can directly ping me.
Can I ask something?
Yes.
Hey, so I read somewhere like, covered call has unlimited loss potential. Like if you sell the short call at the 500 strike, and let's say out of nowhere Tesla goes to 600, and someone exercises that option. So basically,
That
you
is
have
you are
to sell at.
that is you are telling about naked call sell. Okay. If you don't have
Oh, okay,
shares,
this
you
is not
sell
it.
a naked call, short call. That is a unlimited unlimited loss potential, and brokerage will not allow you unless until you give them the written
Oh, okay,
confirmation. Okay. But if you have
okay,
if you have already stocks in your account, then you are kind of, that's why it is called covered call. Okay.
I
That's why
see.
its name is covered call, because you are covered by the stocks. Okay. But when you sell a
Okay,
naked call, there is no cover, right? You are naked.
right.
Okay. Then you're opening, okay, yeah, I can have a unlimited loss. Okay. So that's the thing. So
Okay. So this is not a short call. The naked call is a short call, not this one.
no, if you
Not a
have a
covered call.
stock, if you are selling calls against stock, that is covered call. But if you are selling just call naked, that is unlimited profit potential.
Oh,
So
okay, got it.
so yeah, you heard it right, but this is the way. Okay. So
Got it. Thank you.
no problem. So that's the covered call. The other good part, another one I had in the PPD is kind of a selling put. So this is kind of a beginner thing. You guys can do covered calls, because if you have something like Apple holding Apple or something, you can start doing the covered calls. Also, there is another one called selling naked puts. This is very good one. Instead of naked calls, you guys should doing naked puts. Okay, I'll tell you how beautifully it is done. Okay, so you whenever you are selling naked puts, always see the stocks below $30 or below $50. Okay, maximum $50. Okay, don't go more than that one. There is a reason for that. Okay, I'll tell you why. Suppose, have you heard about this company name SPC? Lot of people make a lot of money on this one. Even in our trading group, they are making also a lot of money. Okay, this guy. So whenever you are selling a put, you are agreeing to buy the stock. So in the worst case, you can buy the stock and hold it. Okay, and you can start doing the cover call. How? Suppose this is trading at 20, and if you see the chart here, SPC is going up. Okay, and but when SPC was going down here, right here around $15, people started selling $13 put or something like that. Okay, but right now let's discuss this one. So And this is 3 week expiration, 17 days. You can also do 8 days, any kind of, just select the expiration and say you want to sell $19, 19 strike. Okay. It is trading at 20.44, 19. You sell this put, okay, that is 0.6. Okay. So if you sell 5 puts on this one, so 5 into 6, suppose, let's see. I select, instead of buy, I say sell. Okay. That is called selling naked. I don't have any shares, but I'm selling the puts. Okay. That is called naked puts. I put 5. How much I'm collecting here? $280. Suppose 0.6 for 300. How much requirement I have? That will be a lot of margin requirement. Sorry, I don't know. Okay, I have to calculate later on. But that is a requirement. I don't have the formula. But from your margin account, you can see it. But whatever. So you collected 300. But suppose this SPC doesn't come back to 19, you keep this 300 into your account. That is from nowhere, right? You don't lose. But if SPC comes back to 19 or 18.5, what is going to happen? They are going to put the shares into your account. That means you are going to buy these shares at $19. But how much exactly your average price? $19 minus 0.6, that is 18.4. Okay. So actually you are buying the shares at 18.4. Okay. So you are again profitable. Now so buying a shares is nothing wrong. So why you have to buy? And it is a very pretty cheap stock. Okay. And it's very volatile. Okay. Most of the time premiums are very good. And you should be happy if you ever want to own any stocks, you start doing sell puts. Okay. You start selling puts. So the worst case is you have to, because you are interested to buy the shares, but at the same time you can make money. If it doesn't come to that strike price, then you just keep the money. Okay. And say, and put the go to the next month and do it. Suppose a lot of people now, I heard they want to buy this Apple. Okay. But Apple had already gone up. Okay. Now, so what they're doing is, I'll tell you, they're selling this 105, like kind of, okay, not here, maybe October 20, they're selling is 105. So why they are selling 105? If Apple comes back to 105, they want to buy it 105. Okay. So now the 120, they take it. And if Apple comes back to 105, they're going to buy it. They're ready to buy it. They have the money in the account, but they want to buy in the discounted price. You never know. In the meantime, they're collecting some premiums. Okay. So that's the best way to, as a beginner, if you are starting a beginner and you want to play safe. Okay. And nobody's guide you how to trade options. Okay. And you are interested to buy any stocks. Okay. So this is the best way to start, like start selling puts. But as I said that if you sell one put of Apple, it's going to have a lot of requirements. I'll not recommend, but okay. If you have an account, if you have a lot of money in an account, you can go ahead and do it. That's not a big deal. Okay.
So
Like suppose AMD. Yes, sir.
one question. What if stock like Apple stock goes to 120? So you just keep the premium for that one?
Yeah, you just 120 just keep in your pocket.
Oh, okay.
Then go to the next month. Like suppose this AMD is flying today. Today it is flying. So a lot of people bought calls, and so now it has the potential to go here, like kind of another $9. So if you bought some calls, then you'll make $2,000-3,000 on this one. But if you didn't, okay, now you want to buy the stock at 73 or maybe 75. What did you do? Go and sell the call. Sorry, sell the put. That is the naked put, right? So that will have different. That has only problem is you have to buy the stock. That's it. So that's why a lot of people love it. Okay. And if you want to buy this 75, what is the 75? This one, 120. So in case you got the stock, 75 minus 125, you are paying 73 point something. Sorry, 73.75, right? So that much you are paying finally to buy this AMD. Now, once you have the stock, what you can do? You can sell the call, covered call. So that's beauty, right? So you buy the stock, then sell the call. Okay. So that's the way you play around. So if you have already stocks in your account, you can play around with this one. Okay. There are a lot of different strategies you can play with. If you are going to read about more about options, you can do all this. Okay.
Can
So
I
it-
ask one
Read
question?
out on this sell put. Yeah.
So if you have the stocks in your portfolio, then you would do a covered call.
Yes.
But if you don't have the stocks, then selling puts is recommended.
Recommended is kind of safe strategy. Okay? But
Okay.
the thing is selling put is the stocks you want to buy in your future. Like you love it. Suppose you love AMD, you love Apple, or you
Okay.
love Nike, or you love Tesla. Okay. But you
Mhm.
don't want to buy at the current price. Okay. At that time, you can use this. Okay.
Okay.
But also you need the money to buy it, right? So
Yes, yes. No,
Right.
so yeah, that's the thing. So whenever they sell a put, the platform is automatically going to take that one, check that one. If he has the money, then it's going to allow him to sell. Otherwise, he cannot.
So like selling puts is basically a bullish call. You expect the price
Yes,
to rise, but at the same time, even if it goes out of the money for you, and the opposite party exercises the contract, you're still okay with buying it at that particular strike
yeah. That's
because
why I
you
said
want to
you should
hold it.
like the stock. You should like the stock against which you are buying the put. That's why selling the put. Okay, that's why I said that SPC is the one of the favorite stocks. A lot of people are doing it because they love to buy that stock at any discounted price. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
So it's
Yeah.
like Ravi,
Mhm.
in your classic example, Bay Area real estate, right?
Yeah.
People always think it's going to go up. I'm always thinking I'll buy,
Yeah.
and I'm going to buy because we are always bullish that Bay Area real estate will go up. It
Yeah,
may not happen.
now it is going down, I think I heard.
Yeah, but I'm just giving that example.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, okay, yeah.
90% people think, oh, regardless of any price, buy in Bay Area, right?
Mhm.
And if
So
it gets
that means-
assigned, I'm okay. If it gets assigned to me for $1 million, I'm okay.
yeah, that's right. That means you have to sell a put. You have to write a contract.
But you should have that ability to buy at million. That's
Yes,
what
yes,
he's
that's right. Yes, you should have that ability. Okay. Now the other one, I'll just we are just little bit 2-3 minutes away, so I'll just finish it up. Debit spread. Okay, this is also one of the conservative strategy. People use it. Let me show you quick on that one. Basically, spread is nothing but we saw. Okay, so let me go to. I'm just using this AMD. AMD is going higher. Okay, so when it's going higher, I don't want to buy the call. Okay, I just want to little bit play safe. So I want to buy a spread. So what is a spread? You buy a call and sell a call at the same time, but different strikes. So in the same expiration. So in the expiration, what is this expiration? January 21. How much it is? Like $80. So I go in the money. So 80 call. Then I'm going to try to sell 85 call. So sell 85 call. Okay. So what I did, I'm buying a 80 call, but I'm selling at the same time 85 call. So I'm debiting 11.15. I'm getting to my account $9. So finally at the end, how much I'm paying? $2.15. And how the money is calculated. So if you see the simple calculations in so if you see the delta is how much? For this strike, 58. How much is the delta for this? 51. So I'm buying 58, but I'm getting 51. So how much is the difference? 7. So 7 delta. That means if AMD is moving $10, then how much I'm going to make? $20. Okay. So it's nothing much, but it's a very conservative strategy. Okay. So you can buy 5, you can buy 5, and there are different reasons people do it, which I cannot explain you right now. But this is how the spreads are done. And if you can see, this is called call vertical. This is called call vertical and the debit spread. You need only, suppose for one contract you need only $200. Okay, but for 5 contracts, so you can add your contracts, you can change your contracts like this, and you just say it and just say preview and submit it. You need just 1075. If the AMD goes above like 8, like if the AMD closes on the expiration 85, you will make 85 is how much? $5
$5.
difference. $5 minus you paid 215. How much is left? $2.85. If AMD closes above 85 on the expiration, that is you have already 100 days expiration or something, right? Then you will make almost $1,500 on this one. Okay, almost, not exactly, but almost. And if you want to know in the eTrade platform or other platforms, you can see how much you will make. Max profit 1425, and it says how much you'll make, and how much you lose. Your maximum loss is 1075. How much you debited? How much is the maximum? 1425. And if you change it, in case if you don't want it, you want the very shorter period, then you can go to October 20 and October 20 and do this. Okay, so you just pay a little bit more, but it will work faster for you. Okay, so you'll make 1365. Because how? Because 226 and the strike difference is 5. 5 minus how much you are paying, 226. So that's the difference. So $2 something, and that is into 5, that is 1365. Okay, so that is our debit spread, and I just put it and limit debit. I'm paying debit and do it. So and just a preview, and I'll send it. Okay.
So,
So
I know your
yes,
time is up, but in this debit spread, you said between 80 and 85. If the stock is 81, what happens?
you make some money. Depends on how many contracts you have. It moves by the delta by them.
Oh, it moves by delta. Okay, after
Yes.
this is a little complex, huh?
Yeah, this like if you want to understand, you have to take the full course on this one. Okay?
Yeah, let's.
So I'm
Okay.
just
Not
I'm just
advice for beginners.
no, beginners
Okay.
is good, but under a expert advisor.
Okay, got it.
Okay. So
Under expert. Okay, got it.
okay. So just before to this one, if you want to trade options and stuff, and you don't want to go into what to buy, what not to buy, all this stuff, you can try joining my group, which is this one. So I'm running a group here. So where I'll be, let me pull that info. Give me a second.
Can I ask one thing?
Yes, sir.
How do you determine the right strike for you? You said that theta is how much you lose for option prices as time to maturity goes on, right? So when you are going through the Apple stock at 115 strike at January 21, the delta was 50 cent. The theta was lower, like 3 cent. Whereas if you do like a 2-week expiration, the delta will be the same, but the theta will be higher. So you're losing more money as the day goes on. So wouldn't it make more sense to like always buy like 30 days or 45 days out?
Yes, exactly. So that's why you have to that's why it said that if you know about that one, or if you want to know what to buy, what not to buy, okay, and which strike you to buy, then you have to go through expert advisors, okay, or you analysis on yourself. But I'll say go with some expert advisors. So we do this one every day. So if you see, this is the trading group we have here. So here are all the alerts are provided, okay, and here are some discussions goes on, okay. And if you want to join this group right now, you get 2 weeks free trial. Try this one and see if it is working for you, okay. And you can trade all the options, okay. I'm just putting this one in the chat, in the Zoom chat. So see if you can join.
Okay.
This will take only 1 minute. So there is nothing you are going to pay for it, okay. And you can try it out, okay. So at least 2 to 4 trades per day you get additional trades from peers. Also there are a lot of other expert traders are trading there, okay. And when to enter, when to exit, occasional free webinars like this. We have some more things. We also trade futures, but that is different. And you see, this comes from a lot of research, okay. So which one to buy, which one not to buy, and there are some existing members also joined, they know about it. And this is a group I said, and this is the basics I told you. But if you want a little bit more, these are some of the advanced lessons. Maybe we can avail, you can request for it. So here are a lot of things you can do using the options as well as analysis, okay. So this part is analysis, but which I'm not covering right now. But these are some of the things. If you want to be an expert, so you have to have knowledge on all this stuff, okay. So this is a little bit about introducing to this one, and I have already sent you this group. So if you can join, that's fine. So there's a 2 weeks free trial, as I said, okay. And any questions you want to extend? Questions to all. You can unmute yourself and ask questions.
I forgot, what did you say the difference was between the mark and the ask? The ask is where you buy, right? And your bid is where you sell at the bid. But what is that mark? That's the
Mark
premium?
is the bargaining price. Okay. No, bargaining
Oh,
means
okay.
what is the price current going. Mark is the price. What is the currently going? Okay, that's the
Okay.
price. Basically, it's the we treat as a bargaining price. So.
Okay.
mm. So basically, I need that one because I need to know how much I'm making. That's why I didn't have the bid price. Okay. So
So, Ravi, what is a no-no for a beginner? In the sense, don't do naked for now, and don't do that. Okay. Then what for put right? You should have, let's say, that much amount of money, and you should be willing to be assigned that asset, right? Let's say.
see, for you to make money, like kind of if you follow my trade, that's a directional trades. Basically,
Right.
if you sell a put, you are going to have a lot of margin again. Okay.
Mm.
But if you just buy a call, right? Suppose Apple call or AMD call. Okay. So you go and buy 60 days of kind of AMD, right? And you just pay one is $8. So you paid $3, so it's a 58 delta, right? So you buy 5 of this, you paid 4,000. Okay. Now AMD moves another $3 next week, like another suppose $5. Okay. So 86. So 5 into 6, you already made $3 in $3 in each contract, or 3 or 3.5, because there is also formula how the delta moves. I'm not disclosing this thing because I don't want to confuse you. Okay. Because if the AMD moves $5, this delta will not be 58 anymore. Okay. It will be somewhere 0.7 or something.
Yeah, it will reduce. Okay, got it.
No, it will grow. Okay. It will
Grow.
grow.
Okay, got it.
Okay. And that time you'll be making each contract around 350. So if you bought 5 contracts, you already made 1,750 on the 4,000 investment.
Okay.
So we have to tell which one to trade. Like basically our analysis is say which one to trade, which strike to trade, and what exactly whether you have to trade or not, and what time to exit, what percentage profit you will take, all this stuff. So, and that will be with a less amount of investment.
So one thing is in your group, I know you are suggesting trades, but do you like what's the one place to go and check? Do you
That's-
maintain a
yeah,
dashboard kind of thing or an Excel spreadsheet,
No.
or what is the mechanism?
We have open trade alerts here. You can go and
Okay.
check, or we have an Excel sheet. We are maintaining how much profit we make or loss, something like that. So we have a tracking sheet as well.
Got it.
Yeah.
There is no in tech, like tech, there is no Jira tool like Confluence and Jira tool. Like
No.
you understand. I was thinking like that, you know.
We are
Boom, boom.
not that much automated. It's just simple. Just buy, sell, buy, sell.
Buy, sell. Okay.
Yeah, there are a lot of alerts are going on here, but yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Ravi. Very good.
Any questions, guy? Otherwise, you will wind up.
I have one last question.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, when you buy an option, there's like a price type, limit price, but the price type, there's a bunch of options underneath them. The automation, what is that? What is the duration? What is the special handling? If you can just go over
Which one I
like, you know,
didn't get
brief,
that. In this one?
any option that you're buying, like you just click that one.
Uh-huh.
You see the price type, there are different options underneath. Like if you scroll down underneath the price type.
This one?
No, bottom. Price type. Price
Mm.
type.
Oh, here.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is order type. Okay. This is called order type. Okay.
And then
Basically, you want to buy in the market, limit or stop limit, trailing stop. This is another class. Okay. So you have to understand how does this work. Okay. So this is one class to explain you what are the order types.
okay.
Okay. This is like you want to buy in the market price. When you push market price, your market price is if you are buying, it is ask price. If you are selling, it is bid price, right? So if I'm selling, which price it will take? This one. If I'm buying, which price it will take? This one. Okay. So, but if I'm putting limit, then you see bargain price comes into picture, right?
Right.
Then if I want to suppose I know 81.7, suppose I'm expecting AMD is going to open at 82 or 83, right? And I want to buy this option, okay, at any cost, right? So the moment it opens, so I can say stop, okay, Then I just put a stop price here. Okay. Suppose say 8.9. So if AMD opens 82 and I know it is going higher, I don't want to lose the opportunity. Okay. Then I put the stop price. The moment it feels okay, it sees that okay, ask is above 80.9, it just executes. It may feel you 8.9, 9 point, or if it is below also. After 8.9, if it is low, it will also give you the low. So there's a different, I can tell you how it works. Okay. And the trailing stop limit works after you have the position in your control. Okay. Like in your account.
Okay.
Okay. And there are OCO stop. I cannot go through everything right now, but yeah.
Right, right. Makes. But when you make those alerts, open trade alerts, you
Yes,
sometimes say
yes.
limit to close. The duration is always there, right?
Yes, duration when so basically we send the alert here, right? This is closing trade alerts. You see closing trade alerts. Okay, we are closing 34%, 25%, 20%, 30% profit, all this, right? So these
Yes.
are something we are going on. Okay. Open trade alerts. Okay. So there are something going in here. I don't know. This is a discussion. Everybody puts their discussion. And yeah, people are making money, a lot of money on this one. So and this particular account I'm talking about, I think I showed you, but I'll tell you. This one started with 10K, it went up to 400K within 4 years.
Seriously, which is this your account? No?
Yeah, mine, and it's not my account. My account is running different, but yeah. So if you say 454, but if you see this year to date account
Wow.
gain, year to date,
Mhm.
you see that? That means from January to this one, this account made 400K. Sorry.
Can I ask you one thing?
Yes.
Is it a good advice to check the volume and open interest?
Yes.
Because I
That-
kind of do that.
Yes, yes. That's the basic rule. Give me a
Okay.
sec. Yeah, you
And the
looks like you have little bit of knowledge on options. Yeah, those are the things you have to check. Okay. So
and the theta is per contract or per contract times 100 shares. Like you know how theta is like you'll have 3 cents, you lose the 3 cents per contract or like per contract times 100 shares. I kind of missed that part.
no, this is only one contract. For one contract, you miss that one. So
Oh,
if
okay.
the more closer the expiration, more theta is you lose, very more value you lose. So suppose October 02, if you buy this, you are losing every day 28 cents on the $1.41. If you are paying $1.41, but you are losing this much, okay, $28.
Okay.
So you don't want to do that. So always you have to have 30 days or 60 days or 90 days above.
Okay.
So,
Thank you.
clear?
I have a question about theta and delta.
Yes.
If you buy a stock on a certain day and it shows that delta, does it change next day, or it's the same delta for?
No, it will change based on the price of the stock. It will change.
Okay.
Suppose the price falls, right? Suppose the price falls, this delta will fall. Okay. And if the price increases, like $4, it goes above another $2. There is a calculation. There is another one which comes into picture, which is called, I think it's gamma. I think comes into picture. I'll tell you which Greek comes into picture. So that increases this delta. Okay.
So we have to keep checking the delta and theta.
See, yeah, whenever you're buying, you are checking that time, okay? And if it grows, if the stock moves, you know how much you're making, okay?
Right.
And you should have a sell order. At that time, you will be checking how much you're making, okay? And you also can see how much you're, yeah, that's right. You can
check the
anything.
day of you about to sell, what's the theta and delta, or the day you bought?
No, like the day you bought, you check that one. Okay.
Thank you.
When you're selling, you are checking how much actually percentage you want to get. You want to get 20% profit, 30% profit, or more. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Just one question. It's irrelevant, but when you do trading analysis, you're only using Bollinger Bands and RSI, or do you do some other advanced thing? just curious, like, as a beginner trying to do the trading analysis, I'm doing candlesticks and just, the Bollinger Bands, that video that you showed us on the meeting. So anything else that you, like the Elliott wave that Alex was
Oh,
doing
okay.
for the
So you
futures?
are here, right? Okay. Yeah. So,
Yeah, sure.
yes. So basically, there are some other options like you have moving averages. Okay.
Right.
And you have trend lines. You have to draw a lot of trend lines. You have to find out the breakouts. Okay. All this stuff. So it's not only Bollinger Band is the only one
I see.
we follow. Bollinger Band I showed you. That is for 5 minutes trading.
Okay,
Yeah. Mhm.
got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, guys. So I'll finish this one. So let me try to stop the recording.